Hello everyone, I'm Alvarez and this is Alvarez Metalworks. So as you can see here, I got a new welding helmet. It's made by a company called Phace. If you're not familiar with them, they've been around for a long time doing paintball, airsoft helmets, and some offshore boat-like helmet type things. Helmet came with this nice bag. No different than any other helmet that comes with a bag. The bag's pretty good quality in comparison to other helmet or other helmet bags, whatever, same quality. Doesn't matter. So, for those that follow my channel, you know that I've already done a video about this helmet. It was my initial review, unboxing, basically just kind of giving you the rundown on the headgear and some other details. It was a pretty lengthy video. I'm going to try not to repeat any of that stuff. So, if you want to hear about that, search my videos for Phace and you will find it. Look down in the description. There will also be a link there on where you can find that other video. With that being said, this video is my follow-up to that because I've actually used this helmet now. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty on what I think of this after I've used it. To just start with, if I'm to say thumbs up or thumbs down, I'm going to say big thumbs up. Initially, okay, there is an asterisk with that thumbs up, and we'll talk about that in a few. But let's talk about some basic stuff real quick that was in my other video that I need to talk about now. For those of you that have not followed my channel and haven't seen that other video, this is the Gen X helmet. Phace also sells a Gen Y helmet, which looks exactly the same, different paint scheme, but it looks exactly the same. The difference is the Gen Y has some adjustability knobs here for sensitivity and shade and the typical welding helmet adjustments. The Gen X does not. It is still an auto darkening helmet though. There's just no buttons, no dials, no switches, no nothing. It goes from either clear, as clear as auto darkening helmets are. It's a green tinted lens, but it's pretty bright. It's actually a little bit brighter than the Gen Y, like by a shade, when it's not darkened. It goes from that to darkened. That's it. Darkened, shade 10. Period. Okay? That's good for people that don't understand all those dials, newbies, or people that are just lazy or don't want to have to potentially bump these things, or just want a cheaper helmet that has extremely good optics and cut some of the costs someplace. One of my concerns with that was the sensitivity. For people that know auto darkening helmets, they have sensitivity adjustments in them. Some of them are simple as a high or a low sensitivity, like the Harbor Freight helmets that I have. But some of them have sensitivity knobs, like the Miller helmets, the Miller Elites that I use at work. What that sensitivity does is it allows you to adjust for room light, so that the helmet doesn't darken on you when you happen to be facing a light in the building. Being able to go outside and adjust the sensitivity down so that it doesn't darken on you all the time when you're outside welding. But it also allows you to crank the sensitivity up when you're inside and you're doing low amperage like TIG welding. Okay? That is a potential drawback for you guys. It's going to be user preference. If you're doing a bunch of MIG welding, you don't have to worry about that. This helmet would be perfect for you if you just do MIG welding. Okay? As long as your eyes are not ultra sensitive where you need like a shade 11 or shade 12, typical shade 10 is what most people with decent eyes and don't have sensitive eyes are looking for. This helmet's a good option for you guys. Whoever manufactured the auto darkening lens had to find that fine balance between too sensitive and not sensitive enough. This helmet will not darken when I look at any of my lights or when I go outside. It darkens immediately when I strike an arc, okay? When I'm sitting here grinding on something, this will not darken. You don't want to use this for plasma cutting because when it's not darkened, it's not a shade 5 or higher. Some people like a shade 8 when they're plasma cutting. I like a shade 5. I just go out and buy a $5 set of shade 5 goggles and do that. But don't use this for plasma cutting. You will hurt your eyes. What else? Optics. I can't express to you how good the optics are on this helmet. And I'm talking about the optics in the auto darkening lens. When I struck an arc on here, well, first off, I saw the green tint on the lens, and I don't like that. I don't like crappy green tinted auto darkening lenses where everything's a shade of green. I don't like that. I absolutely despise it. But if the helmet's cheap enough, you got to do what you got to do. Some people are broke, and that's why we buy Harbor Freight helmets, because we don't want to spend money, $300-400 on a helmet. But we just want something that'll protect our eyes. I was bummed out when I saw that green tint. I was hoping that it wasn't green. But the second I struck an arc, I was like, holy crap, that's not green anymore. It was very, very, very clear. Very vivid, clear image of what I was doing. I was able to see some reds and some other colors. It wasn't just like a black and white TV, but green shaded, green and black. It wasn't like that. I had some other colors in there. I could see every last detail of the puddle. When I was TIG welding, MIG welding, I could see the surrounding areas. Very, very clear optics. Okay. Hopefully it stays that way. When you're looking out the side, it's got 180 degree peripheral view. All of this stuff is proprietary, by the way, so you have to get these lenses and the lens protectors from Phace, okay? They're a little bit more expensive than typical just plastic deals that go cover up your flat lenses. But, it is what it is. You're getting a different style helmet, and there's a reason for that different style helmet. It's not just a gimmick. That 180 degree peripheral is for people like me that jam our fat big head underneath these cars and need to be able to look out the side sometimes so we can see what we're doing because we can't turn our head. That's also the reason behind the shape of this helmet. The shape of this helmet is not just cool factor, but it helps smoke dissipate around you and move around the helmet better. But it also it's a tighter fit on your face, so it allows you to turn your head in tight quarters. But it's not so tight that you can't wear a respirator, this style of respirator. If you want to know more about that, search respirator in my videos. I'll also talk about that in the other video about this. That fits under this helmet, no problem. This part of the helmet, the lens, the black part, it's a fixed shade 10, period. It's not auto darkening, it's fixed shade 10. It's not a green tinted lens, it's more of an amber color like your typical flip down type hoods. Little bit of distortion because of the curvature, but definitely good enough for you to use it when you need to use it. When you're welding normally, you don't have any distractions from those sides. Your main, at least for me, I'm focused on what's right in front of me, and this is dark enough out of the sides where I don't even notice it, unless I'm intentionally trying to look out the side. Okay? Headgear. Headgear I like, with the exception of this thing here in the back, the ratchet part. The reason why I don't really care for that, I know it's there to contour your head, helps alleviate some of the stress here on the back of the head. I get headaches really easy from wearing hats and helmets and stuff like that, and it's mainly due to this area right here on my head. So I know that that's why that's there, it's to contour your head and get rid of some of that pressure here. But the problem I have with it is when you put this on your head, at least my big head, sometimes when I lift up on it, like right now, see how it slid up off my forehead? The reason it's doing that is because this back piece ratcheted up. Okay? If this stayed flat, it wouldn't have done that. I could have cinched it down tight on my head and it wouldn't have done that. But it ratcheted up just ever so slightly and allowed it to, it took some tension off and allowed it to slide off my head. I can live with that. You know, this is all user preference when it comes to things like that. I personally can live with that. The trade-offs are to have everything else that I like about this helmet, that's not an issue for me. Maybe an issue for you, but for me it's not an issue. Absolutely love the 2 crown straps. I like that because your sensitive part of your skull is right here in the top in the center, where most of these other helmets have a strap go right across that sensitive point, where these ones are forward of that and back of that. So again, it's to help with, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it should help with headaches and fatigue there. Helmet's not very heavy. It's not the lightest thing. It's not like I picked it up and was like, ooh, this is light. But it's not heavy, okay? What else? A lot of adjustability in the headgear as far as front to back and all those straps. Check out the other video for that. Things that you need to be concerned about. This is where I was telling you that I give it a thumbs up with an asterisk. Okay. The battery. There are some reviews out there about battery life and about the battery just stopping. The thing doesn't work anymore. It's not a real prominent complaint, but there are some reviews where people are complaining about that. I have a buddy of mine at work who bought one of these helmets, not under the Phace banner. He bought a snap-on version of this helmet. It is the same damn helmet, okay? It is the same helmet. He paid $380 for his helmet. I paid $49 plus $8 and some change for shipping through Amazon. Check that link. I don't think that price is going to be there forever. That is a steal, okay? Even if this thing only lasts, you know, there's a 36-month warranty on this thing, okay? As long as SafeFace comes through and covers their warranty and doesn't screw the customers over, and hopefully SafeFace, if you're watching, and I'm sure you're going to because I'm going to link you in the video, hopefully you're on your customer service is up to par and you honor your warranty, because if people are having battery issues, you need to make sure that that's taken care of, because this is a really good product. Don't dirty it up by having a bad battery and bad customer service. Okay? If that battery issue is not an issue, or if it becomes an issue and SafeFace jumps right on it and deals with it, this is the best welding helmet on the market for its price point. Okay? That I've seen. I haven't seen anything else that, you know, that could be sold at that price point that would offer that for me, anyways. The optics are, again, I can go on and on and on about the optical quality. It's really good. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want that big view, you know, like the Jacksons, some of the other helmets with the big lens on there. You don't get that big lens, but you get 180 degrees peripheral. If I need to look up or down, I'm going to go like this. But if I need to turn my head, and I can't because there's a fender or tire in the way, at least I can turn my eye and I can still see. Okay? But there's never going to be a situation where I can't tilt my head down to look down. It's always going to be turning my head. So that 180 degrees is phenomenal to me. Your situation, what you need to weld may be different, but for me, that's what I'm looking for. That's pretty much it, you guys. I can sit there and flap my lips about this all day long, but I welded with it. I use it at work. I use it here. I like it so far. If this thing lives up to what it's performing to right now for months and years down the road, at least through the warranty time period, I couldn't be happier with it. Okay? So, anyway, the link for this will be down in the description. check that out. The price point may be different by the time you guys see this video. If it's not, I highly recommend you pick it up if you're curious. You know, at $50 with the shipping, even if you turn this into a grinding helmet and remove all of this and put the clear face shield that they offer for it, it's still worth the money. Okay, if you decide you don't like the auto darkening element and you want to put a fixed shade lens in here, they offer that, and it's still worth the money. Okay, so it's just something for you guys to think about. If you're interested in the Gen Y and this is still at $50, buy this first. Try it out. Make sure you're happy with it. Use it as a spare helmet. Then go spend the $150, $160, whatever the hell it's sold at that time on the Gen Y. You know, then you got a backup helmet. It is what it is. It's just my thoughts, my opinion, and I think you guys will be happy with it. I hope you guys will be happy with it. Thanks for watching. Like always, subscribe, comment, like. I'm sorry I'm getting real stuffed up right now. Check out RourkeSupply.com. They don't sell this helmet. They sell some Jacksons, but they sell a lot of other stuff. Jackson helmets are not their money maker. They just offer it. I've talked to them about talking to Phace. I talked to them today about it. So these may in the future end out on their website. I don't know. He seemed interested and curious, the owner did, but I don't know. You know, I'm not their company. I don't work for them. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, then whatever. But the main reason you should check them out is because they sell a lot of flat discs, cut-off wheels, burrs, step drill bits, safety glasses, a lot of things that you're going to need in your shop. They're going to sell them. You get 10% off coupon by using coupon code METAL. That's my thank you to you guys, and that's them showing some support to you guys and not just being concerned about the deal between me and them. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.